Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. First of all, obviously, happy Tuesday, everybody. It's Tuesday crowd. You can't fake that. Tuesday crowd.
Taco Tuesday.
It's second day of spring. Today's the second day of spring. And you know who has a bad case of the Mondays this Tuesday? The Trump administration, because apparently Paranoia has seized the Trump White House. I'm surprised. I thought Russia was going to seize it. Trump staffers, evidently, are so paranoid about the media, they're staying mum in meetings out of concern that their comments could be leaked to the press by foes. I have some bad news. It didn't work because your foes have leaked your mum staying. And it's not just the press. Not just the press they're paranoid about. White House staffers are so afraid that a deep state of career military and intelligence officials is out to destroy them. Now, what is a deep state? I thought a deep state is what you achieve after doing 3 bong hits and watching Planet Earth. Very deep, very deep. Those lizards are gonna get caught by those snakes.
Profound.
Snakes are talking to each other. Mm-hmm. In fact, it's a permanent national security apparatus that is pulling the strings behind the scenes. One White House staffer is so fearful about the deep state spying on him that once he gets home in the evening, he turns off his work phone and stores it in a drawer because he believes it could be used to listen to him even when it's off. You fool! Now the CIA will have intel on your collection of loose batteries and takeout menus. And when he needs to make a call from home, this staffer uses a separate personal phone in an adjoining room where the stowed work device wouldn't be able to pick up his voice as clearly. Smart. Because even if there's a vast government conspiracy out to get you, they'd never bug 2 phones. Not gonna happen. Okay? You foxed him.
Yeah.
I think.
They ain't gonna bug 2 phones.
Sure, why not?
They ain't gonna bug 2 phones.
A lot of Paranoia fans here tonight. I think this paranoia is just the frustration every new administration has with Washington, D.C. It happens every time, you know? You went to Washington, you went to work for Trump because you wanted to tear down the government. Now you have to deal with it. Now you are the government. It's like a dog who spent his whole life chasing a car. Now he has to drive the car. Okay, we're not happy about it either, by the way. Remember, we're in the back seat of a car being driven by a dog now. All right? This dog knows how to drive stick in this metaphor. Does anyone here, this is kind of a private and personal question. Mind if I ask you one? A personal question, right? Does anybody here dabble in the marijuana? Anybody like that? Shh, not so loud, okay? Don't tell our Attorney General and forest gnome whose riddles are kind of racist, Jeff Sessions. Last week, Sessions spoke out against the trend of legalized marijuana, saying, "I'm astonished to hear people suggest that we can solve our heroin crisis by legalizing marijuana so people can trade one life-wrecking dependency for another that's only slightly less awful." Sure, marijuana is only slightly less awful than heroin, like how burning your tongue on hot cocoa is only slightly less awful than being set on fire. Just a little. Sessions really is uptight. If only there was some way to mellow him out, something that's legal in half of America at this point. Now, if Sessions did decide to partake in the sticky icky, might I suggest he take a little trip down to the Goodwill, because recently a cooler full of marijuana was donated to a Goodwill location in Monroe, Washington. And you were mad when your mom donated your comic book collection. Mom, have you seen my cooler? I'm going camping, and I really need my cooler, because, Mom, I owe the Bears a lot of money, Mom. They really want their camping equipment. Apparently, employees at this Goodwill opened a cooler that had been donated to the thrift store and found that it contained 3.75 pounds of pot with an estimated street value of $24,000. or as Willie Nelson calls it, running low.